Hello, alright. We're streaming, we're recording. Another day, another jaunt into Endwalker MSQ. Let's hop right into it. Hopefully my audio settings are good today. Cross my fingers. Alright. Well, last night we had just done the really big trial, the second trial in the game. So let's see what we're gonna do today after a night's rest and an interesting vision of a new old friend seemingly having a conversation with us in our dreams. So, alright, now let's see what Kryl and Tataru have to say. A great many of the helping hands that delivered the adamantite are still here in Charlian, and I for one couldn't be happier. Between the ether burner to be refurbished, supplies to be transported, and meals to be prepared, we need all the assistance we can get. Even Lord Eminelian has been doing this part, albeit at a snail's pace. Still, it's the thought that counts, but a bit more effort wouldn't go amiss. A bold decision. Kryl has urgent news. Lumi, I trust you've had a good rest. Well, other than the really weird dream I'm still thinking about. Yeah, not bad. An envoy of Master Fortunals arrived not long ago with a message. The Loporits have determined Median's location. What? We've been asked to gather at the rostra. I'll meet you there along with the others. Okay, so the crystal Highland gave us, with her location, the Loporits were able to decipher where's she at. Okay. Well, to the rostra we go. My estimation is correct. I'm pretty sure the last area in the game that we're going to be heading to is gonna be where our old little girl pal, our old little Enteleki pal is at. So, if you would know the reason for this assembly, you had better ask Master Levair. What took you so long? We have so much to discuss and scant time to do it. Gods, I can hardly believe the Loporits managed to find Median out there, hidden among the stars. The sheer distances involved are mind-boggling. Well, yeah, true. Before coming, I thought to inquire after our comrades abroad. It seems that the effects of the final days have been observed further and further north of Garlemald. For a blessing, those regions are largely uninhabited, but in any event, we mustn't misinterpret this as geographical spread. There's no telling where in the world the phenomenon will strike next, unfortunately. Further north. Interesting. While the forum is not here in its entirety to brood and glare at us, Master Barnier's presence alone is enough to put me on edge. Not feeling any ill effects from the Etioscope, are you? After playing test subject for those new Aetherites, even the mention of ether sickness makes me feel a little queasy. Hyland, the heart of this star is gone, and yet on the morrow the sun will rise and life will go on. When I look upon Charlian and its idyllic surrounds, there are moments when her absence feels unreal, as do the final days. Would that it were so. I fear our recent travails within Labyrinthos and the Ethereal Sea have taken their toll on my mind, for last night I received a visitor in my dreams. Moonbrita. A vision not of the woman she was, nay, but the woman she would have become. Oh, it's okay. It's okay, Rianjay, I've got you. Since the final days first manifested, we've been tested as never before, even more so in your case. Nevertheless, our work is far from over. We cannot afford to falter now, not when the end is in sight. How did you sleep? Well, I should hope. It's likely the last opportunity. How did you sleep? Well, I should hope. It's likely the last opportunity we'll have to take a proper rest for quite some time. I probably could have done with a few more winks myself. Ugh. Oh no, no, Gra! My boy. The thought of what's to come was keeping me awake, you see, so I thought to do a bit of research, hoping I would eventually feel weary enough to doze off. But before I realized it, it was already morning. No need to scold me. I already regret it, and will probably only feel that regret more keenly as the day wears on. Oh, I know that feel. Alright, Mr. Fortunault. Everyone appears to be present and accounted for. Oh, no. I had that on automatically. That's annoying. Let me increase the game volume a bit. There we go. Oh, dang it. Your quarry's location is a place far beyond the moon, in the farthest reaches of the Sea of Stars, at the edge of creation. Everyone appears to be present and accounted for. Good. As you know, the Loperates have deduced the whereabouts of Medion by means of a crystal bequeathed to us by Hydaelyn herself. Your quarry's location is a place far beyond the moon, in the farthest reaches of the Sea of Stars, at the edge of creation. A veritable Ultima Thule. Indeed. How then are we to reach it? An excellent question. Luckily for you, I have an equally excellent answer. In theory, with its advanced propulsion systems, the moon is capable of delivering you to Ultima Thule, but the myriad other facilities housed within would greatly impede travel through the Sea of Stars. Even the Mother Crystal may not possess ether enough to bear so massive a vessel to our destination and back. However, if we integrate our Hyperhopper into your ether burner, we should be able to fire things up and jump our way to the end of the universe in no time. Father, does this mean? Bear in mind, this decision was not made solely at my discretion, but with the consent of the Forum. Hearing the Loperates' proposal, the Forum was faced with a grave decision. To commit the Ark to this endeavor would mean abandoning both our plans to evacuate to the moon and to resettle on another star. Needless to say, the proposition invited fierce debate. In the end, however, the Forum was swayed by the simple fact that Hydaelyn believed you possessed of the strength needed to overcome this crisis. The Great Exodus was, after all, a plan of Hydaelyn's own making. Therefore, if in the 11th hour she would proffer another means by which we may seek salvation, we would be fools to dismiss it out of hand. Indeed, she sacrificed everything, her very existence, to avert the destruction of the star. That is why we have chosen to place our faith in Hydaelyn, in you. The Ark will be made ready for your voyage to Ultima Thule. What of all the people that have labored so tirelessly to prepare for the evacuation? They must be furious. I would not be so sure. They have not forgotten your deeds on the Magna Glacies. Nor did your instrumental role in orchestrating the delivery of adamantite go unnoticed. No, the people do not protest. Quite the contrary. They have expressed unwavering support for you and your mission. Are the Loperates too willing to abandon the Exodus? Were you not listening when we said we were born of Hydaelyn's love for Thyrus and its people? If it means your survival, we would do anything to help. And you'll most certainly have need of our expertise where you're going. There's no guarantee Ultima Thule is a place that supports life, an otherwise vexing problem our know-how can remedy. Besides, Hyland chose us to lead the way to Metion. Why else would she give you a crystal only we can decipher? But more importantly, we were perfectly content to evacuate Aetheris until you brought us here, Urianger, and now we're enamored with this place. So what choice do we have but to save it? Of course, none of this is possible without you and the Scions, so I must ask, are you certain you wish to do this? And they got all look at me. Of course, I gotta make the decision. You can stop us if you tried. We'll avert the Foundays, whatever it takes. Well, we've come this far. Very well. We shall inform the Forum of your decision, and begin preparations to bolster the Ark with the, Hyperhopper. The Loperts will coordinate with the Ilzabar contingent to have the necessary components transported via the Tower of Babel. Of course, it will take time until the work is complete. For now, pray take your ease. 'Twould seem there's naught to do but rest and prepare. Shall we? Oh yeah, I could go for another nap. Maybe. But knowing our luck, we'll see what happens. So Ultima Thule is what they're naming this place we're going to. No need to worry about lending a hand with the Hyperhopper. We already have more than enough help, so go and relax while you still can. There is much to be done before the Ark can be made ready for your voyage. Would that I could be afforded time to speak with Elfino and Alize. Alas, I can but pray they find a moment of quiet calm before the journey to come. As you can imagine, not all Forum members were willing to endorse this plan, though no fault of yours, of course. Given what is at stake, it is only natural that opinions are divided. That said, the final decision was reached with an overwhelming majority, much to my surprise. Oh, okay. Were you okay? So out on the front area. Anything to say? No. They bid us rest, but I'd much rather find something productive to do. I suppose now is a good time as any to own my lands. Not that I've ever found it to be dull. Still, it eases my mind on the eve of battle. Perhaps now I can finish that book I was reading. What? Oh, pay me no mind. I'm sure you have better things to do with the time afforded us. I was expecting to have time on our hands. What should we do? The Forum hath placed the fate of mankind in our hands. We must not betray their faith. In a rare opportunity to rest, I say we make the most of it. I should very much like to speak with the Loperits once their work is complete. 'Tis plain Hyland has entrusted them with a great deal of knowledge, and I suspect there's more they could teach us. In all honesty, I didn't think the Forum would approve this measure, and certainly not by such a large margin. I dare say, though, that Master Fortunat's impassioned recounting of your audience with Hyland helped sway the vote. He has a way with words, after all. Where do you think Elfino got it from? Oh yeah, I already talked to you. Alright, Elfie. ere we depart, we must leave nothing undone. Quite, though it is difficult to conceive of how one can best prepare to brave a domain where Dynamis governs all. Nevertheless, Hyland deemed us worthy of the trials that await. For lack of any other feasible options at this late stage, let us trust in her judgment and face Medion as we are. Which leaves the not-so-small task of coordinating our efforts here to you and Tataru. If all goes to plan, we'll be back before you know it. I certainly hope so. We will be praying for your safe return. Mayhap it will affect the Dynamis for the better. With that settled, we should get some rest and make the most of the time we've been afforded. The meeting's over, is it? You were in there for so long, I started to worry. What did they have to say? We get to have a little break. The edge of creation. I see. Rest assured, everything will remain in order until you return, and you will return. Actually, Lumi, can I borrow you for a moment? Looks like your plans for the interim are decided. When the two of you have finished, meet us back at the Baldesian Annex, alright? I guess so. Bye, everyone. Now, what have you got for me, Tataru? Come with me to the Agora. I have something to show you. What do you have to show me? I wouldn't think you'd have another outfit, would you? Where's the Agora? Oh, oh, ooh. You're down there, okay. Welcome, Lumi, to Taru's boutique. Oh, of course, she does have clothing for us. I've always done my best to provide the Scions with fashionable attire, but in your case specifically, I make an extra effort to strive for the most functional yet stylish clothing one could ask for. Not that I'm playing favorites, but you are the Warrior of Light. Faced with this unprecedented crisis, I knew you would need an ensemble unlike anything I've created before, and that I wouldn't be able to do it, and that I wouldn't be able to do it alone. And so, after enlisting the aid of the world's finest artisans, I finally completed my career-defining masterpiece. But then inspiration struck, and I saw a golden opportunity just begging to be seized. Is that it? Yep. Yeah. With the help of some Thavniran refugees, I decided to set up shop here in Charlayan. Of course, I would never charge you for any of our works. Perish the thought. Vasurud, how are things coming along? Everything's in order, Mr. Tataru. We'll be ready to open shortly. Which is why I brought you here, to be our very first patron. Would you mind waiting here a moment longer? Did someone move the crate? I could have sworn it was here. Is that? She looks very similar to, the one dragon we've seen in some of the cutscenes. Dragon Girl. Alright. Is this... The following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finder registrations. Oh, I'm good. Is this where we get our job gear, endgame job gear? I think it's level 89, and this is an 89 quest. Let's see. That'd be nice. I did not expect to find you here. What's up with our poor person in their armor? Who is it first? Hey! It's Vitra. It's a little walkie-talkie, so to speak. I imagine Nidana would also wish to offer her regards. Alas, after delivering our dragon scales to the engineers, she remained to assist with their work on the Etherburner. This simulacrum, too, will stay in Charlian while I oversee matters in Radzat Han. It is a rather convenient means to keep abreast of developments pertaining to the final days or anything else. It also allows me, after a fashion, to watch over my people in this distant land. Varshan, I was hoping you'd stop by. I can't thank you enough for allowing your artisans to work with me here at the boutique. Please, it is I who should be thanking you. This establishment has restored a sense of normalcy to their lives. You have blessed them with newfound purpose and a means by which to support themselves in these troubled times. What's more, when they at last return home to Radzahan, the experience and knowledge they have gained in your employ will no doubt prove a boon to the artistry and commerce of our land. In fact, I came here to see how your new employees are settling in, and to express my gratitude for granting them this opportunity. It's an opportunity for me as well, believe you me. Your artisans have taught me so much about Thavniran craftsmanship. Their resourcefulness and ingenuity are nothing short of inspiring. I can't wait to see what kind of wonders we come up with. I pray you every success in your endeavors, Mistress Tataru. Before coming here, I heard word of the form's decision, of what will soon be attempted. It was only then that I finally understood why my father called this star the last bastion of hope. Indeed, it was the last bastion, for the flame of every other star he encountered had likely been extinguished. In the boundless dark, the light of brimming life must have been blinding in its splendor. You journey unto the heavens to protect that light. May the scales of my kin serve you well. I have faith you will prevail and restore peace and tranquility to this star. Would that Ahiwan were alive to see it. I should like to visit Radzahan again when this is all over. I worry your faith in me may be misplaced. Ooh. Would that Ahiwan were alive to see it, our boy. I will not see his sacrifice squandered, nor shall I rest until Radzahan is returned to its former glory. Forgive me, but I must take my leave. Fare you well, and remember, the people of this star have not yet given up hope, and neither must you. Alright, who's gonna show up next? Ugh, where must I go to get a meal with some flavor in this wasteland of taste? Oh dear, it's our boy. And he sees us. Lumi, old girl, my, whatever are you doing here? A new boutique, you say? I had been meaning to expand my wardrobe. Yes, something with a little more flair, perhaps, befitting a man of my station. Though I have nowhere to flaunt said raiment so long as my confinement continues indefinitely. I, the young Lord Fortoms, insist that so long as there is work to be done, no matter how trivial, I must abide here in Charlian. Thus do I toil, though every fiber of my being rails against it. Why, I've even suffered the company of that brute Sickard to see supplies transported in a timely fashion. Yet he was the one granted leave this morning to participate in some supposed covert operation. So I suffer instead for his otherwise welcome absence, now burdened with extra busy work. And without Honorroy here, there's no one to prepare my meals. I came here in the hopes of finding a nice cafe, perhaps. Alas, the Charlene delicacies I've sampled were lacking in every respect. Have you tried cotton loaf? You can find it in all the shops. If a hearty meal is what you're after, I'd suggest The Last Stand. I'm not gonna do my boy dirty. I'll point him in the right direction. The cafe over on the pier? Their cuisine didn't appear all that appetizing, but if you vouch for their cooking, then perhaps I will give it a try. Thank you for the suggestion, and ta-ta for now, old girl. Bye. Enjoy your food. Well, is that Lumi and Tataru I spy? Hancock? What are you still doing here? You said you were returning immediately after dropping off your cargo. Yes, that was my original plan. After all, any expertise required aside from the delivery of goods is well beyond my purview. But what manner of entrepreneur would squander an opportunity to study the markets of the northern seas? Worry not, I will return straightways to Kugane once I have finished. Of course you would find a way to turn this crisis to your advantage. She wounds me, the industrious woman running a new boutique. I am not blind to the travails of those who fight on the front lines to deliver us from ruin. Indeed, I have every confidence they will succeed, and I would make myself and my business ready for their return. If you believe in them so devoutly, then why not put your money where your mouth is? Fair enough, Tataru. Fair enough. There's not more I can do to help ready the Ark and her heroes for their maiden voyage, but on your return I shall host a grand celebration in your honor at the Bokairo Inn. Accommodations are quite costly given the reputation of said establishment, but the East Aldernar Trading Company would be honored to foot the bill. I appreciate the gesture, but no thank you. Will there be lemon cakes? Oh, a woman of tart tastes, I see. Yes, there will be lemon cakes and much, much more. The finest delicacies the world and Lord Lolorito have to offer. But let us speak more of this upon your return, lest I draw even more of Tataru's ire. Until next we meet. Tataru's probably like, oh no, you not getting no lemon cakes. That's good. They're trying to rope us into something. Ah, Lumi, decided to spend your time at the markets, did you? Yo! Our Ironworks boys! Tataru! Biggs, Wedge, I take it work on the Ark proceeds apace? Aye, it does indeed. Collaborating with the greatest minds of Charlene and Radza Han has been a rewarding experience, and that's to say nothing of what we've learned from the Loperates. The Ark is unlike anything we've ever had the pleasure to work on. Even Nero was rendered speechless on more than one occasion. I can't wait for you to see it. And you'll never guess who paid us a visit before we came to Charlian. Oh, Alpha. I think he sensed the coming danger and returned to check in on us. He was always one to turn up in a time of need, and I suppose that's why he decided to join us here in Charlian. Good thing, too. I don't know how he does it, but he has a knack for brightening your day just by being there. It's still hard to believe we have the means to send you off into the great expanse, though, to the furthest known reaches of, well, everything. I never thought I'd live to see such marvels, yet here I am. More often than not, you and the Scions are the catalyst that sparks the need for these great innovations. To think how much I've missed out on had I not been a member of the Ironworks. An awful lot of work, to be fair, and the privilege of being worked like a cart chocobo. There's that, too. As busy as we've been, I wish there was more we could do for you, Lumi. But no matter what happens, we have to keep believing for a brighter future. That we do, my friend. That we do. One filled with even more adventure. Yeah, thumbs up. When you head back, would you tell the engineers I'll be along shortly with refreshments? That's very kind of you, Tataru. They'll be glad to hear it. And on that note, Wedge and I should get going. Still a few more supplies to gather before we return. Bye-bye. Oh, Wedge. Terribly sorry for the wait. Right this way, if you please. Yeah, that's who we saved in Radzahan. Right, I don't believe the two of you have been formally introduced. This is Vasarud from Palika's stand, yep. Yep, it's the same person. Haven't we met before? Yes. It was you who helped us at Perusa, and again when crossing the ice fields, was it not? I doubt we exchanged a little more than glances then, but it is kind of you to remember me. Thanks to Mistress Tataru, I and many of my friends have found gainful employment in this foreign land. It is only natural to feel fear in the face of calamity. In such times, we must look to one another for strength and succor. I know not whether we will come to call this place home or return to Thavnir, but we are here today and are glad to have contributed to the cause. And contribute they did by helping to make your new garments as durable as possible. We put our hearts and souls into them, and I have every confidence they'll keep you safe in the battle to come. Gods, to think how far we've come since our humble beginnings at the Waking Sands. Please return to the Waking Sands. From the rising stones to the falling snows, and even a certain insufferable someone's Ruby Bazaar, we were always fortunate to find friends along the way. Even when you were swept away to the first, Rahatia was there to grant you sanctuary. I'll never forget the relief I felt when you all returned to us. I thought my heart would burst. Yours has been a long, long journey, and I've been privileged to watch, often with bated breath, as you persevered time and again. For all the joy we've shared, there's been much sorrow as well. But I've long since learned you can't have one without the other. Which is why I promise to send you off to the Sea of Stars with a smile. And you can be certain I'll be the first one to welcome you back on your return. Oh, thank you. man. Don't forget to pick up your clothes from Varsarud before you leave. They were expertly tailored just for you. In addition to your new ensemble, we have raiments and weaponry for every need, so please feel free to browse our stock. You may now obtain job-specific gear from Vassarud. The weapons and gear obtained can be equipped at level 89. However, all item stats will be subject to item level sync. Upon reaching level 90 with the corresponding job, these items will no longer be synced. Furthermore, the gear can be dyed upon completion of the role quests associated with said job. So this is where you get the class gear. Oh, I see. The little thingy is locked. I was like, I can get all of these? Oh, I can get it for all the classes I have unlocked. I just wouldn't be able to equip them until I reach level 89. And they're item level 560? Dang. Alright. Well, let's get our Hyperion. And then our Gunbreaker gear. Allegiance Blinder. Allegiance Coat. Allegiance Gloves. Allegiance Trousers. Allegiance Long Boots. There we go. Alright, let's see what this looks like. Oh, actually, let's, where's the mender at? Here. Where's the mender? Am I losing my mind? Oh, the mender's over here. There you are. Let's repair our current gear real quick. And then equip new stuff. So that's what. Oh my god! Oh my god, that actually looks pretty dope. Does that. Oh, it's not affected by the visor. Okay. Dang, dude. It's pretty cool, actually. That is pretty dope. Wow. I might be rocking this for a little bit, actually. Instead of my usual getup. Friends gathered. Though delighted by your patronage, Tataru is ready to send you on your way. Well, Tataru, I'll be right back. I'm actually gonna go AFK for a quick second. And, grab a drink and blow my nose, so I'll be right back. Alright, there we go. I'm back. Let's continue, shall we? Is that golden... whatchamacallit from Liberal Around? Interesting. Alright. Though delighted by your patronage, Tataru is ready to send you on your way. I realize you've still got lots to do before you depart, so I won't keep you any longer. I do hope you can find a moment for yourself, and that the others can as well. They said they were returning to the Baldesian Annex, though I doubt they stayed for long. If you decide to go looking for them, I suggest speaking with Cryo first. I'm sure they would have told her their plans. Okay. Be sure to stop by the boutique if you find yourself in need of more equipment. Oh yeah, because I'll be curious. Yeah, because it lets me get everything since well, I guess not everything because I don't have Reaper and Sage unlocked, but I can get everything else. So, interesting. Alright. Well, to the Baldesian Annex. Right? Yes. Alright, Cryo, where's everyone? You're back. I take it you received your gift from Tataru? Well, yeah, I'm wearing it. Look at me. It was a surprise long in the making, with many, many long hours of fretting to get everything just right. I'm glad to see it realized, and with great success. If you're looking for the others, though, they've already taken their leave. Y'shtola, Thancred, and Urianger have gone to the last stand for a bite to eat. Alize and Grahatia, meanwhile, thought their time would be better spent poring over books at Numenor. As for Alphino and Estinian, well, they've elected to pay a visit to the Levier estate, though Estinian seemed somewhat reluctant to go. I'm sure they would all be glad for your company if you've a mind to seek them out. Should you be feeling peckish, I suggest heading to the last stand before Y'shtola and the others finish eating. But above all else, it would be foolish to run headlong into battle a fatigued mess, so do remember to get a good night's sleep. Ah, so we're gonna probably be going around and doing a little catch-up with everyone before we, go on our long journey to what I can only guess is a new era. Oh, it's our boy! Oh my god! Nero! What are you looking? Why are you just looking at the water? No, I am not neglecting my duties. Honestly, am I not allowed even a moment to myself? A genius needs time to reflect on his thoughts, you know. The Ark truly is a marvel, and I count myself fortunate having had the opportunity help build it. To help build it. A pity I did not come here sooner. Oh, the things I could have done with the fruits of their research. Not that that is any of your business, mind you, though I suppose I could have found a way to apply that knowledge to further improvements to the Ark as well. Oh, Nero. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I like how they have him sitting right there, so if you come down here, you can't miss seeing him and talking to him. So that was cool. Do you guys say anything different? Evacuating the star completely is a Charlatan solution if I've ever seen one. Yes, I say we leave the warmongers behind to fight it out while we seek out new worlds to colonize. 'Tis folly to engage the senseless violence of these final days. Yeah. Hey, there's our people. Oh, hey, look, it's the, Oh, they even have the Sage. Oh, that looks just... Okay, so... What Alphino wears is the Sage job class armor. Oh, that makes perfect sense, actually. And then you have our trailer job mascot armor, the Paladin armor. That's pretty cool. All right. Hast thou perchance had opportunity to partake of the rainbow pudding? Owing to its striking flavor and somewhat garish appearance, 'tis quite popular. Indeed, so popular that the last stand stock hath been entirely exhausted. I should hope, at the very least, Puddingway did sup upon this most delectable of desserts. Oh, jeez. Try as she might, Tataru had no chance of staying between you and the hearty meal. Don't worry, we saved some for you. Lumi, come to make our trio a quartet, have you? Please, have a seat, and we'll see about getting you a drink. Oh, thank you.
Your business with Tataru is finished.
Why, yes. Yes, it is, Mommy. I mean, Y'shtola.
My, what a thoughtful surprise. Whatever would we do without her?
Indeed. And she's right, you know. It hasn't been all doom and gloom.
Feels like a lifetime ago that Master Louis Soir gathered us together to form the Circle of Knowing. Since then, we have experienced much. But rather than feeling wiser, the more I learn, the more I find my knowledge lacking.
Forsooth. As a student, vainly did I believe that I held the secrets of creation in my grasp. Yet that which I had seized was but an insignificant sliver of what awaited in the wider world. Every encounter, every experience hath served to open mine eyes, enlightening and humbling me in equal measure. Even from those whom I called enemies have I learned many a valuable lesson.
What will we learn at the edge of the universe, I wonder?
Ultima Thule, where the bringer of the end makes her nest. I, for one, can't possibly imagine. But whatever awaits us there, we will survive. We must. For her.
You've nothing left to prove. Not Tareen, nor Minfilia. We'll get through this together. Just make sure you bring enough ammunition. I kind of want to go with this.
Oh, ye of little faith. I know better than to leave home without ample supplies, thank you very much. Didn't pick up the gunblade yesterday. And to think I used to prefer fighting from the shadows. Gods, I really have changed.
We've come far together, and if we have aught to say about it, we'll go further still. Aye, we will avert this calamity and return home. In preparation for which, we must give thought to what we hope to achieve after the proverbial dust has settled.
What with the primals and Ascians all but dealt with, I suppose we'll need to look for new hobbies.
Oh, don't jinx us, Thancred.
In all seriousness, though, in uniting to overcome a common foe, the disparate peoples of the world have found a way forward together. It's a truly gratifying sight to see.
Indeed. Though it was many years in the making, we have successfully set in motion the gears of fundamental change. With this, we have fulfilled our humble role as a symbol of hope. And I dare say it is time to bow out. After all, there is no shortage of hands to bear the torch in our stead.
You know, I never really considered I might live long enough to see an after. But even if my time as a scion came to an end, I don't expect that much will change. Traveling the world, going wherever the wind blows, lending a hand to those in need.
A journey for journey's sake. It doth suit thee well. I must confess, I too have yearned to see more of the world. If thou art amenable to the suggestion, I would accompany thee. Mine ability to affect an air of normalcy through artful disguise is much improved, thou must concede.
Aye, well, improvement is relative. You still look suspicious no matter what you wear.
Ooh, burn.
What of you, Ishtola? Any grand plans?
Why, continue my quest for knowledge, naturally. To begin with, I wish to know the state of the reflections, to which end I must find a means to travel between worlds. 'Tis the least I must do if I am to keep my promise.
Aww.
Should my pursuits prove unduly arduous, I won't hesitate to call on you. And in return, I will take you to see Reen one day. I'm sure you cannot wait to see the fine young woman she has become.
Spare me.
And what of thee? What wouldst thou pursue at duty's end?
At duty's end. Why'd you have to call it that? At duty's end.
Here's yours. My apologies for the wait.
Oh, thank you, last stand waitress.
Well, shall we make a toast? To victory.
To our comrades.
To the future of the star.
No, that was nice. That was very nice. You can always count on your friends to help you maintain perspective. A pity mine take a perverse pleasure in it. I'd like to think I give as good as I get, though I'd fare better with the occasional assist from our consummate nodder. But it's all in good fun, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Did you just make fun of my bulging neck muscles, good sir? I say, Lumi, whence came this simulacrum that standeth beside thee? I see falsely. Ishtola and Thancred but moments ago employed the selfsome doubling magic. All right then, keep thy secrets. Oh no, he's become the Frodo meme. Keep your secrets. Oh god. Leaving so soon? I suppose it's for the best if you'd rather not explore the bottom of a bottle with Urianger. I dare say the others would welcome your company as well if you can find them, that is. In any case, as long as you make the most of your time, that is all that matters. We will remain here a while longer, at the very least, until Urianger finds his legs again. Oh, gosh. Don't drink too much, buddy. Jeez. Alright, where are we going next? Oh, we're going to, the Levier estate. Okay. I'm curious if anyone else is around. Ooh, it's Alpha and Omega! Definitely gotta talk to them. Quack quack! Alpha seems distracted by something off in the distant heavens. You cannot help but wonder what he senses out in the sea of stars. Lip doop. The miniature model of Omega appears to be staring up into the sky, searching for something. Oh, it's good to see you guys. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Anyone else around here at all? By chance? Let's see. Alright, let's teleport our way to the Levier estate. Anyone around here? Just Justinian. Oh, and Justinian is in his casual clothes. Look at him. Look at how manly he looks. Buff boy Justinian. What? Surely this isn't the first time you've seen me without my armor. True, I did watch and pick you or watch your cutscene that one time in the inn room.
Oh. What brings you here? Ah, so you were worried that the Levier household might again be gripped by turmoil. All is well, I assure you. In my letters home, I had made mention of Estinian, you see. My mother wished to meet the legend in person, and so we arranged to have a spot of tea together.
Where were you in my hour of need? Fell beasts I can face, but I'm not made for idle chit-chat with lords and ladies.
Well, I for one thought you held your own. Mother was the picture of delight.
I might have been delighted myself, were we in a tavern with more agreeable drink. The thought of fleeing crossed my mind, but what then? I'd never hear the end of it, least of all from Tataru.
I'm sorry. 'Twas not my intent to cause you such distress. It's just... it was one of the things I didn't want to leave undone ere we set forth. That's not to say I think we won't be returning. Yet, given what lies ahead, I did not wish to leave for later that which I could do today. After all, tomorrow is never promised.
It's fine. Not like I had better things to do. Besides, seeing you with your mother brought back fond memories of my own. Be we rich or poor, family is family. Well, it's past time we were on our way.
Wait! Since I left home, I've made a great many mistakes. Mistakes for which I can never make amends. But through it all, you didn't give up on me. To have returned here with you at my side, it means more to me than you know. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. Forgive me, but it needed to be said.
I'm the one who owes you thanks. Were it not for you, I would not be alive today, nor come to terms with Nidhogg's spirit. I am ever grateful.
Oh, man. You were never one to forsake a friend, Alphino.
No, I'm not. And I'm proud of that.
All that remains is to return to the annex and give my armor one last polish. I expect Alphino has maintenance to carry out on those floating things of his, too. A few of our comrades decide to remain a while in Charlian after making their deliveries. Did you happen to pass any on your way here? Oh. On my way here. Makes me think I should probably run around more than just teleport to see if anyone is standing around. Because we saw Nero, we saw our little chocobo friend and his little minion. Let's see if anyone else is standing around by chance. Oh my god, Sorbonne. He is here. You too have found yourself idle, my friend. If you seek to occupy your time until the Ark is ready, you needn't go far. Even the markets here in Charlian are filled with the most wondrous of sights. Oh, Sorbonne. It's good to see you again, man. Making sure I'm not missing anyone in the open. We saw Nero over here. I wonder if anyone's down here. Because I feel like we'd probably see Sid, maybe, somewhere. Hey, Horibalder and Coltene. Tataru, Hori, and I continue to do what we can to keep our brothers and sisters in arms abreast of emergencies as they unfold. They are ready to take action at a moment's notice, and I pray we have no need to call them into the fray. Lumi, I've heard you've been busy of late. I hope you managed to find a moment's respite before duty comes calling again. Colton and I were just discussing what more we can do to help. If anything should come to mind, please don't hesitate to ask. Alright, my friend. I'll make sure to do that. Alright, let's see if anyone might be standing out here. wonder if they'd hide an NPC out here at all or not. Let's see. No, just Babbitt. Okay. Don't see anyone standing out over there either. I don't think I see anyone over here either. Nope. Got a little gobby friends here, which I've seen before. Alpha and Omega. No one was in here. Nero right there. Alright, my guess is we might have some other people over here. By the Studium and the Numenon. Most likely. Let's get up here to make sure we're not missing anyone. A locked box. The box is locked tight. Should you choose to undertake this quest, know that guidance from the journal, duty list, and map will be limited. Secret in the box. A level 80 quest. What? I'll come back to you, mysterious maiden. Interesting. I think they'd throw any NPCs out here anywhere. Ugh. There's Graha and Alizé. Did they throw anyone in here by chance? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Oh, our boy is snoring. You try speaking with Alizé, but she is fast asleep. Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Knowing them, they're probably dreaming about the celestial adventures to come. Just as well. They've been running themselves ragged of late. Unlike you and the others, I'm a few steps removed from the danger and excitement. The things you all get up to never fail to impress me. But by the same token, I can't help but worry. Not only for your safety, but for your happiness. After everything you've sacrificed, you earned it 1,000 times over. From the simple pleasures of tucking into a hearty meal or collapsing into a comfortable bed, to the grand triumphs of visiting legendary lands or finding true love, you deserve all the joy in the world. There is so much that life has to offer, so much to be treasured and shared with those we hold dear. So promise me this. Come what may, you won't give up on your own happiness. When you're out there fighting tooth and nail, it's all too easy to forget. But in the end, your passions will be your greatest strength of all. Remember that.
This feels familiar. Well, 'tis good to be... wait. What am I... Gods, don't tell me I fell asleep.
Not that there's any shame in it, but you were sleeping like babies.
Oh, how embarrassing.
Not a word to anyone. Understood? Not one word.
I'm told that sleeping in proper beds of your own choosing is a much more effective way to prepare for battle.
So, what were the two of you doing here?
I had a few books to return to the library. Thought I'd take care of it while I could.
And you?
It's a secret. Oh. Oh, Alizé. Gods, I didn't realize I was so tired. One moment I was resting my eyes, and the next, I should go and get some air. Maybe a quick bout of training, but not sleep. I'll sleep when I'm dead. That's enough reading for one day. As we don't know how long we'll be away, I'd best return these books before we depart. And eat. I am absolutely famished. What about you? I see. Perhaps I'll stop at the last stand on my way back. If nothing else, these two seem to be in good spirits. Still, I'll see them back to the annex for some proper rest, even if I have to drag them by the ears. You do that. Who could that be? Oh boy. Oh my gosh, I am so happy that they kind of made it so you would see him while you're standing over here if you just look around a little bit. Oh, that's so cool. That's nice. Thank you, Square Enix. Alright, Pudding Way, how have you been? Ah, Lumi. I've come to the studium in order to study the ways of pudding. Alas, my creations don't jiggle as they should just yet, but I persevere. Oh. I pray for you, Pudding Way. I'll pray for you and your pudding. May your pudding be the most pudding of them all. My boy. Or girl. Actually, don't know what you are. Or it. Lopret, Lalaret, Lopret. Alright. Welcome back, Lumia. Return to catch a final few winks before embarking on your mission, I presume. You'll be happy to know your chambers have been cleaned and fresh linens laid out. I pray you enjoy the sweetest dreams on this final night before the big day. Yes, please. Okay. Probably gonna have some more visions or something. Let's see. That night at the Royal Menagerie in Alamigo.
You will never get what you want. Not even the battle you pine for so dearly. In that transcendent moment, what was it that I sought in you? And what was it that you sought in me?
And thus it dawns. The day of reckoning.
How often have we thus assembled? To combine our knowledge and seek solutions to the problems before us.
Back at the Waking Sands, it was all we could do to address the most minor of troubles. Who could have realized what we'd find when we began to look to the sources of the realm's woes?
At the Rising Stones, we made great strides and shared many moments, from the joyous to the sorrowful.
We've had occasion to call other places home too. Be it Ishgard or Kugane, we were fortunate to find sanctuary wherein we might take stock and continue our fight.
I was honored to host this company in the Crystarium, to stand with you all as we confronted the truth of the star itself.
And now from this place, we go to fight the most important battle of all.
The Forum has sent word. The Ark is ready. The Loporrits naturally will be commanding the vessel. They will see the 8 of you to Ultima Thule. Upon arriving, your objective is to find and vanquish Meteon. As a final formality, the Forum bade me ascertain your resolve. So, are you certain you wish to do this?
We are.
Then, ere you report to Thalmasane, I leave you with these words. You must triumph. What that means will differ for each of you. To make it back home, or to simply avert doom, or perhaps something else altogether. Yet whatever it is that drives you, I have faith in its power to see you through. So please, triumph. Triumph, as we who remain behind believe you will.
Let us be off then.
Wait! Both Kryl and I will be there to see you off, but as your receptionist, I feel I need to say this here. Safe journey, all of you, and be safe.
Woo. She is always there to send us off on the next journey. Whew. Thank you, Tataru. Unto the heavens. Ojika Sunjika is ready to send you off with a smile. I suppose this is where we part ways, for now at least. Would that I had sage words of wisdom to share ere you depart. Mayhap the teachings of Galuf Baldesion will suffice. Surrender not to anger or hatred, he said. Look beyond them, and there find true strength. What one sees beyond is open to interpretation, I think, but for me, it would be the things I cherish most in life, things I believe are worth fighting for. Something to consider as you venture unto the Sea of Stars. Alright. Into the Sea of Stars we go. So we're gonna be going to Amazine. So might as well travel to Aporia. And make our way down. To the ship. Man. Gosh, what's it gonna be like? How are they gonna... What would they have made the edge of the universe look like? And also, how would they make it an area to go to? I'm so curious what they did. Hey, it's Alpha Omega. Oh my gosh, it's everyone. The miniature model of Omega appears to be staring intently at the Ark. Alpha appears to be trying to cheer you on. Aw, thank you. Mistress Kryl tells me your investigation into my theories on Akasha and its relation to the final days has made clear the source of our woes. I am elated to know my work was of some benefit, but I could not have shared it had you not rescued me from the tower that day. I yet owe you a great debt, one I may never fully repay, but I shall try nonetheless. Not only through my research, but through my desire to see you succeed, which I believe may influence the Akasha in our favor, small though the effect may be. Yes, so long as we have hope, there is a chance we may influence the outcome of this calamity. It is no easy thing to say leave the star to us, but we must, and we will. As proud members of the Scions, we have a duty to uphold, and we needn't do so alone. Those dark days when we were driven from the Rising Stones and hunted as traitors are a thing of the past. We have allies in abundance now, which is to say, you needn't worry about us. Go forth in the knowledge that the Scions will labor without rest in your absence. Though our fellow Scions can be here, they wanted me to tell you that no matter what calamity may befall us, they will never give up, and neither should you. No matter how far you may go, we will be with you in spirit. No matter how dark it may seem, your light will shine and endure. It's troubling enough that brute Sigurd left without warning, leaving me to carry all those cumbersome containers. But he failed to be present to send you off is absurd. What could possibly be more deserving of his attention at a time like this? First the Great Exodus and now this. It seems there is no end to our work. In truth, more than a few gleaners were distressed to learn that their earlier efforts were for nothing. It was no easy task convincing them that the new plan was for the best, I can tell you that. I can't tell you every man believes this is the wisest course, but I can say that all will be forgiven if you deliver us from the coming doom. And if you don't, well, at least you won't get the earful, I certainly will. Oh boy. Man is said to fear what he does not know, yet you would venture unto the greatest of unknowns. I say to you, daughter of man, that you need not fear. So long as man shares a bond with dragonkind, so too does he share our kinship with the heavens, and our ancient home amidst the stars infinite. I pray you go forth and prove this bond of ours, tempered and tested, shall endure unbroken for 1,000 years. We were quite fortunate the Lopert's hyperhopper was based on principles similar to those of ethereology. Integrating it with the Ark's existing systems might as well have been impossible otherwise. We may have Charlian's wealth of knowledge at our disposal, but theirs is technology far beyond anything we have ever studied. You are familiar with teleportation magics, yes? The momentary conversion of the body into ether that it may travel via the life stream from one physical point to another. Their hyperhopper enables transport through a similar method, but not one involving the life stream. Rather, it utilizes highly condensed ether to create an ethereal current of its own. This current is exponentially faster and more powerful than the naturally occurring ones to which we are accustomed. So much so, in fact, that ethereal conversion of the physical form is not a prerequisite for traversal. If you are concerned about side effects such as ethereal sickness, you needn't be. You should emerge at your destination hale and whole. In theory, at the very least, I can assure you it is safer than the experimental etherites you used to reach your odds at Han. Moonbrita has been on my mind more often of late. Oh man. How different her life might have been if not for our research into teleportation magics. Perhaps she would never have gained an interest in ethereological studies. But to abandon our work out of misplaced guilt for who she could have been would be a disservice to the memory of who she was. Nay, it was because of her that we found the resolve to carry on, and now we stand at the edge of a new frontier with a ship ready to bear you unto the distant stars and beyond. This arc is as much her accomplishment as it is ours. I regret nothing. Alright. So this is the ship that will bear us into Ultima Thule. That even Wolfson and Blowida should be in attendance is most unexpected. I am nonetheless heartened by their presence. For so many to see us off like this seems wholly unnecessary. Still, I'll not begrudge them for wishing us well. This is the pinnacle of etherochemistry, a synthesis of modern innovation and the ancient wisdom of Alec. The Ark's engine appears to be capable of processing condensed ether in quantities I never thought possible. I wasn't expecting quite so many people to be seeing us off. I'll send word to the Alliance leaders the very moment the ship takes off. Obviously they couldn't be here, but I'm sure they'll be cheering for you every step of the way. Quite the turnout, wouldn't you say? Then again, who wouldn't want to be present for a once-in-a-lifetime event? They said work on the Ark is finished, but you certainly wouldn't know by the looking of it. Let us hear what Father has to say. The Ark is missing one last but very crucial component before we are ready to take off. It should be arriving shortly. Oh, what could that mean?
All present and accounted for? Good. As you will have heard, the Ark is ready. All that remains is to board and be on your way.
I've seen my fair share of tight schedules, but this was bloody murder. But we did it. We finished the ship. It's safe, fit for purpose, and looks good to boot. Aye, it's a garland through and through.
I really don't know what we'd do without you. Thank you for everything.
Don't mention it. Ever since that episode with Omega, I've been toying with the idea of star-faring vessels. And as they say, necessity is the mother of invention. We've learned a lot, let me tell you. In case you're wondering about payment, the ongoing existence of the world ought to do. But feel free to throw in a colorful recounting of your journey on your return. So, have you thought of a name?
A name? Wasn't everyone just calling it Father's teeny tiny toy boat?
Well, seeing as its purpose has changed, I thought a more eloquent name was in order. I suggested as much to Fortuno, who seemed quite amenable to the idea.
As you know, this vessel is the culmination of heretofore unprecedented collaboration. And though said collaboration is owed to the Scions, there is another whose noble deeds made our work possible. From a fragment of Dalamud, we obtained not only advanced materials such as refined adamantite, but the knowledge to traverse the stars. And this fragment would not have found its way to us had the Archon Louisois not fought to protect this world, and in so doing, laid down his life. Now that the vessel stands complete, I cannot help but wonder if it was more than mere happenstance. If it was my father's intention to guide us here. In the hopes that his guidance will see you all safely home, I name the vessel after that self-same fragment of Dalamud he delivered unto us. the starship Ragnarok.
Sorry for the wait. I got everyone you asked for, and not a one less.
Yo, it's all of our Beast Tribe boys!
What are you all doing here?
Oh, I invited them. The representatives of those tribes with religious inclinations. You've done a fine job of readying the Ragnarok, but for it to take flight, we'll of course need the power of the Mother Crystal. Given its immense size, however, transporting it would be an absolute logistical nightmare, not to mention we'd need to shatter it into tiny shards for feeding to the engines. But a brilliant idea came to me. We convert the crystal's energy into forms that can transport themselves!
Thou wouldst employ summoning, or should I say its precursor, creation magics.
Care to explain for our benefit?
As you may have witnessed at Bestway's Burrow, the Loporrits are capable of creation magics, which they use to shape the moon's environment. Yet simple though they make it seem, 'tis a highly advanced and exacting art. To perform it correctly requireth that the wielder holdeth the object in his mind's eye in clearest detail.
Hence the ancients' meticulous management of concepts.
Drawing upon this art, the Ascians conceived of summoning as we know it. A derivative that replaceth the complexity of concepts with the simplicity of zealotry to make manifest a creation.
I see. By combining the Loporrits' magics and the tribe's faith, we convert the Mother Crystal into primals of purer form and greater obedience. Summoning as it was intended, one might say.
Indeed! Indeed! While Hydaelyn gave us the ability to use creation magics, she forbade us from using it to make anything possessed of a soul, or similar. She didn't say anything about fulfilling the desires of others, though. So, borrowing our friend's faith, we'll create deities using the Mother Crystal's power and send them to the Ragnarok!
Am I the only one here concerned about the risk of being turned into a tempered minion?
Oh, right, I was getting to that. From what I've read in Sharlayan tomes, it appears the Ascians incorporated an additional nasty element into their summoning method. The fervent desire to assimilate others into one's belief. Beings thus created are instilled with the self-same desire and use their powers to enthrall people, starting with the summoner. In contrast, our creation magics, the original and the best, except no substitutes, don't incorporate any of that rubbish, so there's no risk of tempering. I mean, if the being was on the scale of Zodiac, you might feel a little tug, but I think we'll be safe enough.
Truth be told, I do not understand the intricacies of this plan. But none of us would ever turn our backs on you. When the avatars of our faith ran amok, you intervened without decrying we who birthed them. Where others vilified and suppressed us, you offered understanding and friendship. In gratitude,
We will share with you the true expressions of our gods. Not malevolent deities, but benevolent saviors.
Alright, you lot, we're heading to the ethereal sea. Stay in sight, else you're liable to get lost.
Lead the way.
May we have a moment? In anticipation of the day man might journey to the stars, we developed these.
Portable teleportation devices. One for each of you, designed to work in tandem. Press the button on one, and in a matter of moments, all 8 will activate and send their owners back to the Ragnarok. There is no telling what hazards you may encounter. If you find yourself separated or lost, please do not hesitate to use them. Be safe, all of you, and come back.
You as well. I pray you take care.
Looks like everything is in order, so I'll go ahead and board. A few of my fellows will remain to assist with the summonings, but rest assured, the vessel won't want for competent crewing.
If you are ready, then you should board as well. Go, and Godspeed.
Quite the... Okay, so they're saying the same stuff they were just saying. Alright. Emiliance will not be joining us, I'm afraid. She could not bear to watch our children embark on so perilous a mission. Make no mistake, I feel the same. I cannot tell you how many times I had to step away from my duties, so distracted of thoughts of all the ways it could go wrong. Even now, a part of me wants to drag them away and forbid... well... not that they would listen, so I will see them off with pride in my heart and a prayer on my lips. For my children, and for this star they love so dearly, you must prevail. I'll take care of him, buddy. If you would come this way, I will direct you to the bridge. Upon boarding the Ragnarok, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Is recommended, blah, blah, blah. Alright. Alright. Gotta prepare my mind for the, for my mind to be about to be blown to pieces, probably. So, okay, let's do this. Let's go see our old friend, shall we? Or go at least see her new place.
I hope you have everything, because I can't be bothered turning back. Right then, make yourselves comfortable. We're setting off in just a moment.
Incredible.
This is Fortuno. Can you hear me? The preparations for the summonings are complete. In accordance with the 14th phase of the plan, we have moved the Ragnarok to the launch site. The gates are open. You may depart when ready.
So, are we ready?
As ready as we'll ever be. Let's get going.
Oh, come on. The burnt-out star's got more fire in its belly. Try it again, with feeling.
Issue the command to launch. Have Alphino do the honors. I think someone else would probably be a little more feisty.
Engage!
Oh, okay, it was us doing it.
Engage!
Oh, this is awesome. Hello, Bunty.
That I must carry landwalkers into the sky! I cannot imagine a greater indignity!
Do not sulk so, for thy mighty winds exist not only to buffet and batter. Nay, they may serve also to thrust forth with vigor. Such is thy glory, and thus it is an occasion to rejoice.
My man!
Let us revel!
So long as the wind blows freely, I suppose all is as it should be in creation. I will render unto them a storm, that they may pierce the firmament and fly free!
peace? Good. Sleeping way? Report?
All's well. Fantastic, even. Thanks to the power of those primals, the engines are roaring and we're ripping along.
All values are also within projected ranges. Time to destination is 8 carats. Perhaps 7 at a pinch.
All right, let's go over some points of caution. Our destination, as you know, is Ultima Thule. Lest you wonder, the place is not a star so much as a patch of emptiness. That's the extent of what our equipment could determine, anyway. From what we know of Meteion, she's likely used dynamis to obfuscate her location.
So, in conclusion, we'll only know what's there when we get there.
The crew and I will see to it the ship's ready to take off at a moment's notice. We'll support the search as best we can, but it'll be your paws on the ground, assuming there is any. But everything will be fine, I'm sure. Heidelin believes in you, so you ought to believe in yourselves. Just don't do anything I wouldn't, like waiting too long to use those portable teleporters of yours. Personally, at the slightest sign of trouble, I'd mash the button to bits, and you should as well.
Understood. We promise to be careful.
I suggest you brace yourselves. We're about to arrive and the vessel will shake a good bit.
What is this? Something is interfering with the equipment.
Greetings.
Oh shit.
Greetings. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Medion.
So this is Meteion.
Oh. Have you met one of my sisters? I don't remember meeting you myself. But I do know that you're from Atheris. Why have you come? All you had to do was wait. I would have delivered to you your ends.
We didn't ask for that.
I don't understand. All life is destined to end. Why choose to prolong your suffering? Effort, ambition, love, they amount to naught. Happiness, should you find it, is inevitably lost, stolen away by events beyond your control. There is no logic nor meaning in it. You think there is. Convince yourselves. But it's all a cruel accident. Come now. I speak the truth. A truth you would recognize if you looked up at the night sky. Unbroken emptiness. Cold, dark, and silent. Your world, like every other, is but a blemish upon its perfect fabric. Life is an anomaly. It is unnatural and cannot continue. The sooner you accept this, the easier it will be.
Just to be clear, we're not here to argue with you. We know that life is fleeting, and that in the short time we have it, we're not assured happiness.
Indeed. I've seen far more sorrow in the eyes of many I've met. I myself have plenty of regrets. And one day they'll die with me. Gone to dust with my good deeds and unfulfilled dreams.
But we accept this. That our existence may seem pointless. That sorrow, rage, and despair will always dog our heels. And we press on regardless. That is why Hydaelyn guided us here. In her boundless love for mankind, she has prepared us for this trial, and in her name, we have come for you.
Yes, I sense it. A burning passion like unto fury. I know it well. For the same passion once burned in many a star before yours. Suffocated and extinguished now.
I can't breathe.
You approach the bounds of my ultimatum, where emotions dictate reality, where resignation and acceptance unite to embrace the end, where those who yet valiantly cling to life cannot thrive.
By the Fury. Thancred?
Meteon has gone as well. Mayhap he awakened first and gave chase.
Everyone? It appears we are at our destination. This is Ultima Thule.
Not that we knew what to expect, but I wasn't expecting this. From atmospheric composition to ambient temperatures, all reading to within permissible range. This place is capable of supporting life.
If that's the case, then Thancred may well have gone on ahead. Let's go and have a look. Meanwhile, I want the rest of you to perform perform a full inspection of the ship as well as a biological scan.
So it was that the brave wayfarers arrived at last at Dream's End. In following their path walked and history written, I am made keenly aware of one truth. Though the curtains may fall again and again, so long as others take the stage, ever shall there be more tales to tell. So, let them bring it to a close, I say. Let the curtains fall upon this, the final chapter in the tale of the star.
Is this a dead star?
As I live and breathe, I live and breathe. Well, the environment itself shouldn't kill us.
Well then, let us search for Thancred while exploring the area. The ship we leave in your care.
Holy crap. Oh, and that just takes us right back to Labyrinthos. Is that? Oh, that's a fate going on. Okay, that's why I see summons. I see that summoner using there. And I see that, whatever it is. Wings of Glory, some big dragon thing. Alright. Alright, oof. I'm curious, are the accessories here? 545. 548. Okay, I've got better accessories, so no need to worry about that. Oh my god. This ambient music. So, I'm not quite sure if Thancred went on ahead. More of... I'm guessing Metyan took him. And he obviously could stay on his feet the longest because he's very good at holding his breath. Because in previous single-player duties and battles he's been in, we've learned he can hold his breath to help use some covert abilities. That's probably why he was able to stay on his feet the longest. Well, let's see what everyone has to say about this new land we find ourselves in. There is a dizzying, disorienting feeling about this place, as if I could lose my footing at any moment. We must be careful. I'll bring the game volume down a little bit. Didst thou witness what became of Thancred? So quickly was I overcome by Metyan's malevolence that I saw naught of their altercation. Nope, I didn't see it either. It's so dark I can barely see anything. It is as Livingway said, I can breathe well enough, but something about this place feels wrong. We were clearly no match for Metyan, yet we survived unscathed. But what? What how? What how? How? If Medion should strike again with such overwhelming force, I honestly don't know how we are to oppose her. I can't guarantee it will be of help in these strange surrounds, but I've readied a provisions note in case of emergency. Of course, if you encounter any real danger here, I expect you to return to the Ragnarok at once. Okay, I can do that. Now, I'm curious. I just want to see where this actually takes us back to. Does it take us to the hangar? Oh, it takes us to this aglyph. And it is gone. Okay, so the ship is gone. It was sitting way right in front of us. No. I did not expect to see you return so soon. Pray take whatever time you need to see your mission through. We have been unable to track the Ragnarok after the Hyperhopper was engaged, but know that we are all praying for the Scion's safe return. Yeah, I would think it would be kind of weird that I'm just chilling back here. Okay. Okay. Will you be leaving us for Ultima Thule? Oh, it's waiting for us in the skies above? I don't want to teleport out of there until I have gotten to myself to an aetheryte, so we will wait. Don't hesitate to make the most of the provisions note. There's no telling what you might run into out there, or if anything we have to offer might help. I'd personally rather brave the unknown with a full pack than an empty one. Ooh, giving us some purple dyes. Pink, purple, and... Okay, okay. Try as he might, Alphino can find no sign of Thancred. We're fortunate this place can support life, albeit barely, I suspect, given the torpid, stale quality of the air. But never mind that. We must find Thancred. We must find Thancred. Let's begin our search from the prow of the ship. It seems as good a direction as any. Try not to stray too far, lest we lose sight of one another. Oh, they're going this way. Away from the attune? So we're heading over here first? Am I not able to... That seems closer. I'm curious. Let's see. So we got dragons. That kind of makes sense because dragons, you know, came from another place, so they would be here. Oh, yeah, there's a thingy. Lots of dragons. I'm guessing that's going to be the majority of enemies here. Including these things that have green names. Thou art unlike the others. This place ill befits thee. Do not tarry over long. Who are you? The telling of my tale alters not its course. If thou knowest my brethren once ruled these skies, will our kingdom return? Should I boast that I was first among our hunters? Will the comrades I failed live again? Nay, once I lived, and now I await the coming oblivion. Nothing more. This is not our home. To our home did come the metal demons, who of life and joy scoured it clean. These are mere bones, and among them do we rest our wings forevermore. Leave us now to our mourning, traveler. Thou wilt find no solace here. Ooh, okay, let's can we attune? Okay, we can attune to this eighth, right? So we'll do that first, and then we'll make our way back. Because I'm guessing we're going to go toward that other eighth, right? So... Interesting. So, is this... So, obviously, this is a planet. Oh. We'll pay attention to where these cracks in the ground are, because you can't go over them. Let's, make our way to the prow of the ship. Is that? Oh my gosh, it's just stone. And I can't go through it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, this looks like... Wait. That looks mechanical. I see no one else in this barren waste, do you? Then why do I feel like we're not alone? Like there's another presence with us, something dark and mournful. What was this, I wonder? It looks like it was a hut of some kind, at least to me. Wait a second. There's a structure here in front of me, yes? A tower of some sort, partially melted. In a strange twist of fate, it seems our perception of this place is not so different as it would be elsewhere. The world as I used to see it, it feels as though I am dreaming while awake. This is more than the faded memory Metyon led us to believe. Is that kinda... These remains have long since turned to ash, and yet they retain their form. Ruins? But of what, I wonder? Perhaps we can find something to help us understand the nature of this place. A relic, an inscription, anything. Be careful, Lumi. I cannot shake the feelings we're being watched. Gods, you don't think there's ghosts here, do you? Oh god, you would be scared of ghosts. In freaking space. Space ghosts! Oh no! Okay. Well, molten structure. I'll touch you up a little bit. The metallic pillar has been partially melted like something in the distant past. The damage does not appear to have been inflicted deliberately, rather it calls to mind the discriminate destruction often wrought in the heat of battle. Look here, this part is relatively intact. The intricate design of the top suggests it is man-made, though its builders were surely not men as we conceive them. Having said that, I swear I've seen this pattern before. Wait, pattern? Why do you think you've seen this pattern before? Ow, leave me alone. Stellar Dragon. Oh, is Estinian up? Oh yeah, Estinian's up here, okay. So yeah, we've got our whole party accounted for. Estinian. Oh, he's looking out amongst the... Ooh, this is a good view. There's that Aetheryte over there. Supposing Aetheryte that way. Somewhere, either... Oh. Oh, is it above us? No, that looks like a planet, maybe. I don't know. Or maybe it's below us. It's It's hard to tell. This place is pretty maze-like. Man, that's crazy. Then you got this, like, thing off in the distance. Like a planet. But then you got this thing above us, which looks like another planet. I thought this hill might afford a better view of our surroundings. Poor decision in hindsight. Besides the light from the ship, all is shrouded in darkness. If Thancred is here, I'd never know it. From what I can tell, we are near the edge of an island, if you can call it that, surrounded by floating debris. Have care should you decide to climb higher. Were you to fall, you might well tumble through the great expanse for all eternity. Yeah, you're right. Actually, ether compass time. Northeast, 572 yalms northeast. Okay. So there are ether currents, which it won't tell me I have any, I think, until I pick one up. That's crazy, dude. This place is nuts. And also, I'm back to slow speed. Slow. I need to get 6 fates done so I can drive faster. Oh well, that's fine. Oh, leave me alone. I think this should be far enough. Yeah, there. That's what I thought. Were you able to find anything? Nope. As I feared, and still no trace of Thancred. There's nothing but emptiness as far as the eye can see, which, unfortunately, isn't very far. Though I can't help but suspect that someone, or something, is here. There are times when I sense it drawing close, and then the chill washes over me, leaving me exhausted. Leaving me with feelings of death and anguish. I felt it too when I was near that thing. I think I might see something over there. We'll say I felt it too. Do they not see it? What are you talking about? There's nothing there. Before we jump to any conclusions, perhaps we should search elsewhere. Agreed. We found only more questions than we are in desperate need of answers. There's a fair stretch of terrain from the ship's starboard we've yet to explore. Let us try searching there, then. Are you guys not going to ask what I see? Why are you guys leaving? Estinian, you've got my back, right, bro? Lumi, a word before we join the others. Oh, does he sense them too? Does he see them? Because he has Nidhogg's soul and they're dragons? Oh, okay. I wonder if he sees them. I mean, he has to, right? Right? No way he doesn't. So they didn't see those guys. And plus they can attack me. They're freaking... Okay. That's... Alright, well... Oh, wait, I'm going the wrong way. I gotta go this way. Find that little bridge that we can cross over here. This is very calming, peaceful BGM in this area. I like it. Which is kind of weird, if you think about it. It's supposed to be like, you know, spooky. I guess it has a spooky sense to it as well, but... Oh yeah, do we have any ether currents close to us? 806 yalms north? Oh gosh. So they're all there. I don't think there's any ether currents on this area by us, because I would think the ether compass would work. But leave me alone. I want to talk to Estinian. Maybe this should be far enough. Good. All right, Estinian, what do you have to say to me? You see them too, don't you? Yes, yes, my boys got my back. The dragons. Yes, I do. As I thought, their presence is tenuous at best, but there's no mistaking it. No doubt your bond with Midgard Sormir and mine with Nidhogg is what allows us to perceive them. Could these apparitions be related to the dragons that now live on Etheirys? Bah, better to leave such conjecture to the others. In any case, we must be careful. We may soon find dragons they can see as well. Death and anguish. What happened to them, I wonder? It's a good question, man. That is a good question. Wait, I gotta remember. I just had a thought that today's Wednesday. I gotta get my new Wondrous Tales. Alright, let's head down. Okay, now we're heading down to here, so there's no reason for me to come down here first. Oops. Well, I guess I should have known it would lead me here eventually, but now we have these spirits of dragons that maybe these people can see. Look there, are those ghosts, do you think? Okay, good, they see them now too. My sight may have been restored after a fashion, but I fear what I see cannot be trusted. It's as if Median herself has etched these images upon my heart. I doubt not that such a feat is within her power, given that she constructed this sanctuary herself. Surely mine eyes deceive me. This cannot be possible. Dragons. 'Tis true they are not of our world, but to find them in a prison of despair. It seems these dragons have yet to succumb completely to the darkness of this place, meaning the others should see them as well. Look, oh yeah, I talked to you. You're scared of the ghost dragons. I understand, Elfie. You don't like ghosts.
Dragons? Here?
What you see is a memory of a world that once was.
Of course you'd be here. Just keep spying on us from up there, you little demon.
A world suffering a slow death, whose denizens cried out for the release of oblivion.
What? Their world is dead?
It is. Not a single life remains upon that husk floating in the vast emptiness. These creatures are shadow and shade, perpetuated only to suffuse dynamis with their unending lamentations.
Our friend Thancred. Where is he?
A strange question. He is at your side, is he not?
Oh no,
Oh yes. He is here and there, and everywhere within this space. He would tell you himself if he had form to form words.
Oh no.
Huh. Such loathing and uncertainty. You don't know why you still exist. In like manner to the oblivion I send, I tried to drown out your ether with dynamis. Beginning with this Thancred, who came at me despite being unable to breathe. Such a simple thing, unmaking men. In the blinking of an eye, he was gone. Didn't even have the chance to be transformed. Yet somehow, he managed to leave a slither of himself behind. What you call the heart? Or perhaps the soul. In his final moment, he cried out from it. A single word. Survive. That wish proved stronger than the despair that ruled here. It overpowered it, causing this space to be remade. Into a place you can perceive, and where life can endure. That you draw breath is proof that his soul lives on. For how long, however, remains to be seen.
Well then, we should hurry and tend to business. Huh?
It's futile. You will never reach the true me. I told you, emotions dictate reality in this space. Such changes as you might work will not alter its nature. You may see, but you cannot touch. Walk, but not advance.
Meteion holds too much sway here. How do we contend with a foe who can unmake us on a whim?
I do not know. But Thancred gave his life that we might come this far. We must press on.
No, he didn't. No, he did not. He did not die. He did not die. Thancred, he can't have just, you know. He... No. Oh God. I do not accept this. I do not... Because she said there's a sliver of him here and there, which makes me think he's still alive somehow. But I guess we'll find. He's not. He can't be dead.
Agreed. We cannot turn tail here. Not without something to show for our comrade's sacrifice.
What? A strange new world, but the text is all messed up. Let's get some regal purple. That sounds good. He can't be dead. He can't be dead, guys. Don't give up. Don't say that. No. He can't be dead. Is he seriously dead? He can't be dead. No way. Holy shit. Oh, okay. He can't really be gone, can he? Meteion herself said his soul persists, that he is the reason we are still breathing. If so, then maybe. Maybe. That's right, Alize, you're on my side. He has to still be alive, I would hope. I understand now why the Loporrits were surprised to find that this environment could sustain life. There but for Thancred's sacrifice. My aim was true, I had her. How are we to defeat an enemy we can't attack? It's hard to believe Thancred was able to overcome Medion's will, yet here we are. Would that the price for his victory had not been so high. Yeah, stop saying that. His will was strong enough to reshape Ultima Thule that we might survive, that I might see again. His sacrifice must not be wasted. Wait. That I might see again. So you can see, like, physically, right now. You can see. What? What? My brain is kind of trying to understand what the heck is going on. Unburdening wings, but why does that W look like a butt and or certain something? Despite Medion's words, Urianger cannot accept his comrade is gone. Yeah, Urianger, you're on my side. Soul without body, a form of being with which we are not wholly unfamiliar. Indeed, for we existed in a similar state when residing in the first. The circumstances are rather more dire than that, 'tis true, but I choose to believe he is not forever lost to us. Regardless, in sacrifice he hath afforded us a chance to prevail. Let us not squander it, and ascertain the nature of this realm, that we might confront and defeat Medion. Estinian, Lumi, would you accompany me in speaking with these dragons? Mayhap they can enlighten us. I would ask the rest of you to survey these surrounds. If there is a path that may lead us to our quarry, we must find it. Very well. We can reconvene here when everyone has finished. Medion said these dragons are shadow and shade from a world whose denizens sought oblivion. As such, they are not like to be amenable to company, let alone conversation, so please be careful. Let us split up and gather what knowledge we may. Okay. All right. Oh, I want to set this as a favored destination. Actually, what's my free destination set to right now? It's set to Best Way Burrow. Let's change this to our free destination, because I want to return to Old Charlayan, because there's something I was curious about when he said that the ship was flying above the city when I went back. I'm curious if you might be able to possibly see the ship. But I don't think that is the case. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything in the sky. Alright, well, I'm actually gonna go AFK in my inn room for a moment and have some dinner, late dinner, and then I will be back to continue our adventure into the unknown, literally the unknown. So I'm gonna stop recording and streaming for the moment, but I will be starting it back up once I'm back. So I'll see you guys in a little bit.